I'm Shigeo Ijyuin. I'm a torture sommelier. I help people get true justice. Sometimes people force others to pay for their crimes.
You can't pay me what you owe, I gotta kill you. But if you take the fall for me and do 15 years, I'll let you go.
Ah! Okay, I'll do the ears! The Yakuza did this all the time. Sometimes people like that got away with murder.
Good choice. You're smarter than you look.
I got you now. But not on my watch. If the law can't punish them then, it's up to me to set things right.
It's human waste from 6 months ago. Eat up!
Please, no, I'll turn myself in! Oh!
You like eating shit, huh? I made sure my victims suffered before I put them away. It was my way of serving true justice. One day, I was meeting with a new client. Please sit. Tell me what happened.
Okay.
It was a middle-aged man. At a glance, he looked like an ordinary man, but...
This guy killed my daughter. I want you to put him away for good.
He had this look in his eyes. He wanted blood. His name was Baba. All done, sir! Here's the checklist!
Thanks.
He used to be a system engineer for a local company. He had a good life. And he had a loving family, too.
Hey, Dad! Dinner's ready!
Akiko, you're back!
Yeah, surprise!
His daughter Akiko. She was a freshman in college at the time. He was always worried about her, but he let her get her own place when she started college.
So, how's life?
I miss you, but school is fun.
She was everything to him. His wife passed away many years ago.
Don't you worry about Akiko. I'll raise her well.
Mommy?
Before she passed, he promised her he'd raise her well and make her proud.
If you need anything, just say so, okay? I'll always be there for you.
Don't worry, Dad. I'm not a kid anymore.
He raised her single-handedly all these years. And in a year, she was turning 20.
Kyoko, she's gonna turn 20 next year.
He was very proud of himself. But then, something terrible happened.
Hello? Hello, I'm with the Margi police. Are you Akiko Baba's father?
It all started with a call from the police.
There's been a fire at your daughter's place, and we found your daughter's body inside. What? No!
He ran out of the house and headed to the police station.
No, it can't be!
But then, he saw her body and...
Akiko! Akiko!
Her body was burnt everywhere. But then the cop said something that was even more devastating.
It looks like she was stabbed in the chest, and she was violated. I'm so sorry. No, it can't be!
Someone raped her and killed her. My client doesn't remember much about what happened after that.
So sorry for your loss. Thanks.
All he knew was that his daughter was gone. But then, a few days later, when he was watching the news...
The victim was working as a prostitute in downtown. And the police suspect that she got caught up in some money troubles. What? What are they talking about?
He was enraged. Needless to say, none of this was true. Akiko was no prostitute.
Why are you guys spreading lies?
Lies? But our source is reliable.
Who told you all this?
He couldn't let them do this to her. After some research, he found out the intel came from the police.
Why would you spread lies like that? What's wrong with you? There, I'll look into it, okay?
But the cops didn't do much. He couldn't trust anyone anymore.
The media just cares about headlines. Nobody cares about what happened to my daughter.
6 months went by. The police didn't even have a suspect.
Akiko.
They said they had almost no physical evidence. They just had no leads.
Screw the cops. They're useless anyways. Time to find this guy myself.
So he started looking into the case himself.
My daughter was murdered. The media is saying she used to work around here. I need to know more. Let me know if you hear anything.
Will do. He started paying shady people for intel. It was the only way. Then, 3 months later, he finally met this informant.
You're looking for the guy who killed your daughter, right? Yes, I'll give you all my money if you can find him. I got nothing else to lose.
His name was Kabuto Kotoge, a member of the Amu family.
I want the look in your eyes. You sure about this? Yes. I don't care if I get hurt or die.
All he cared about was getting vengeance.
Alright then. The thing is, the guy you're looking for, we've been looking into him as well. Really? Who was it? But before I begin, this isn't gonna be easy to hear.
He had eyes and ears everywhere, and...
Alright then. The guy responsible, his name is Tatsuo Kano. He's done this to other women. So this is him?
Kotoge knew who was behind this. Kano was fresh out of prison.
$2,000 for 9 years of work? Ugh, prison sucks.
He spent all the money he made working in prison the first night he was out. Then, when he ran out of money, he decided to rob people.
Give me some money. I'll make it worth your while.
That's what he got sent to prison for in the first place, but he didn't care. He went after young women living by themselves.
Crap, she doesn't even have any cash. I hate going to ATM machines.
He robbed more than 10 people within a few months.
I better burn these too.
He always burned down their house to get rid of all the evidence. Then he targeted Akiko. He robbed her, violated her, then...
You bitch!
Dad! Help!
She tried to fight him off, but it was no use. He stabbed her in the chest multiple times.
Where's your dad now? Why? Burn in hell.
After killing her, he set fire to her corpse and ran off. My client's face started turning red in anger.
Where's this guy now? If I tell you, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do! I'm gonna take him out!
All he cared about was getting revenge.
But this guy, he's protected. If you go there by yourself, you'll get killed. You don't know that! I gotta try!
Kotoge tried to stop him, but he wasn't gonna take no for an answer. Then Kotoge paused for a minute and said,
Look, I know you want this guy bad, so we'll let you have him. And if you want, I can introduce you to someone. Someone that can make things right, He's a very scary man, but... Really? That would be great! He's a savior. As long as he's on your side.
And so, he came to me. Then my client got on the floor and started begging me to help him.
I know I shouldn't be asking you this, but you're all I got now, sir.
Baba-san.
Akiko was my everything. She meant the world to me, but this guy, he destroyed her life. He can't get away with this.
He wanted this guy to suffer. My mind was already made up. I'll take your case.
Thank you.
Time for me to get to work. Filthy animals. Killing the innocent for no reason. Savages like them? They don't even deserve a fair trial. Time to put an end to this once and for all. Nobody gets away from me. Nobody. I went to Kabuto to find out where Kano was hiding. Kabuto, thanks for this. I appreciate your time.
Of course. Thank you for taking his case.
It's been years since I saw him. He changed. He's all grown up now.
Kano won some money at the casino and now lives in a condo in the city.
I see. Well, he won't be living there for long.
Also, he's a regular at this brothel called Rouge.
Got it, thanks. Hey, Kabuto. I heard you guys are at war with the Kyogoku family. I heard from the informant.
Oh, I wouldn't call it a war. You just run into some trouble, that's all.
He's not a very good liar. Well, just remember, if you guys hurt anyone that's not in the game, you're gonna pay.
Yes, sir.
Well, gotta run. Thanks for the intel. I guess I owe him one. I called up Emma for help.
This place is nice.
Yeah, he wants some money at the casino. The money he stole from those innocent women.
I see. Well, let's go get him.
I asked her to play the hooker so he'll let his guard down. There's a reason why I chose her.
Hello, I work at Rouge.
You're early! Wait, you're not Karen?
Oh, sorry, I think there's been a mix-up. I'll go now.
Wait! It's fine, I want you! Come in!
She was very beautiful and no man could resist her. Kano let her into the house without suspecting a thing.
Well, you're my favorite girl from now on.
Thanks. Hey, these guys wanted to talk to you.
Hey there, we got you now.
What the? Ah!
Come here.
Get him good.
Hey, don't kill him just yet. My assistant took him down within seconds. Then we brought him back to the torture chamber.
Sir, he's here.
Already? Alright, let's wake him up. We had a very special guest with us today. I made a fist and punched it against his stomach. Ha!
Ah!
I punched him as hard as I could. He started coughing and screaming.
Ah! Ah!
Wake your ass up. Time to die, asshole. Time to put this thing to bed. But one last thing. So, you killed multiple women for no reason.
So what? Ah!
You feel any remorse?
I did it to survive!
What?
I was just trying to live me life, that's it! I did nothing wrong!
What is he even talking about? I was done listening to this nonsense. Alright, I've heard enough. Rihei! I'm here. Thanks for calling me. My special guest had arrived. He was a young man in his 20s. His name was Rihei, also known as the Bugman. He sold rare insects for a living. Long time no see. You got the bugs I asked for? Of course. I got the best kind. Then he handed me a cage. I showed the case to Kano. Hey, know what this is?
Spiders? How many of them are there?
The cage was filled with spiders. Hundreds of them. Then, Rukawa put a bucket on his head. Here we go!
What are you doing?
Here we go! I opened the cage and poured the spiders into the bucket on his head. Then we closed the lid. The spiders started attacking him.
Oh, stop!
Those spiders are pretty poisonous. That's gotta hurt. They were all poisonous. They had enough poison in them to kill a whole bunch of people. 10 minutes later, his face was all swollen up.
Help me, I'm sorry!
Looks like you're in a lot of pain. Good. Then he started begging me for mercy. Hey now, the spiders are just trying to survive. They just want to eat you, that's all.
Ah,
They're just trying to live their lives. Let them be. You're gonna die slow, buddy. Enjoy it. 2 hours later, he finally stopped breathing. Thank you, Rihei. You did well. Thank you, sir. Good job, guys. I gave him a big bonus for a job well done. And so, it was over. I can only imagine what it's like to lose a loved one like that. I sure hope things work out for my client. Hopefully, this will help my client move on with his life.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out our other videos. And please subscribe to the channel.